Hello and happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
We're going to talk about side hustling.
Yeah.
We're side hustling our little butts off to pay off 6 figures of student loan debt. My name is Kaylee.
My name is Shay.
And we're tackling some big debt
in the Big Apple.
So for those who don't know our entire plan for the year already, our goal is to side hustle some additional debt payoff funds outside of what we're already paying as our regular, one might call, debt snowball.
Yes.
So we're going to first take a look at some numbers. We've been over these already, but just to give you the full picture for this specific video. And then we're going to talk about our side hustles, what they are, how we got them, stumbled upon them, all those things, and just a little bit about each of those things because I think it's interesting.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So, number one, current student loan balance is $128,485. The goal in the year 2025 is to pay off $33,485 to get us to a balance of $95,000, which is under the 6-figure mark, which would be so awesome.
Yes.
Before we started the year, the current process is my loans are on a save plan forbearance, so they're not earning interest. I don't owe any payments. We're still saving money, putting it aside into a high-yield savings account. Mm-hmm. Before the year started, we had about $3,800 saved and set aside. We're side hustling, as discussed. And every single paycheck, I put $300 into that same savings account, ready to go to student loan payment, and that'll get all rolled up when those payments are due again. And so that means that we have now, as at this point in the year, we have $13,387 not yet accounted for.
Yes.
Additional funds that need to come from somewhere.
Yes.
So the somewhere is all of our side hustles. So let's talk about what those are, shall we? Some of them are consistent. Some of them are less consistent. All right, the first one on the list there, MTurk. MTurk is Mechanical Turk. That is the Amazon Web Services-based survey website. I've been doing this super inconsistently off and on for like 10 years, like a really long time. Mm-hmm. And I just jump on there every once in a while, do a few surveys, get paid for them. And I have earned $7.19 so far in January. I need to really get better at checking this every day. Mm-hmm. I think the most impactful way that I can do this is I check and then I can sort by like the most lucrative, the surveys that pay the most, and just knock a few of those out at the end of my workday. And I think that's going to be the most impactful way to do that without having to spend hours at the computer clicking through like 6-cent surveys, because that doesn't feel like a super sick way to spend my time. Mm-hmm. So that's that. Again, very inconsistent. I want to try to be better at that one. Atlas Earth is this game. This is going to sound like I'm like shilling this game. Sound like a pyramid scheme, but this is just a game I've been playing for like a year and a half at this point.
She likes her silly little game.
It's my silly little game. And what it is you buy virtual land. Like it has a little map and it's our neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And I own, you cannot see nothing on that. I own like a good chunk of our neighborhood, and each little plot that you buy, it generates rent, and then you can cash that rent out for money. And I used to drive Shay crazy with this because in the very beginning, it's very slow. It's basically you're watching ads for money, but the way that they do it is fun for me, mm-hmm. and I enjoy it, is really what it is. You're watching ads, and then they pay you for the ads. But I have fun with it. It's a fun little game. I'll put my link below. Mm-hmm. And so I'm at a point with this. I've been playing it for long enough, and I've never paid any money into it. There's an option to pay money into it, as with all things. I've never paid any dollars into it, but I'm at a point where in the month of January, I've cashed out $40. That's not consistently $40. It's usually in like the 25-ish. I just let it roll through December because I was distracted. So it's at like $25 a month. But for a fun little game that I play on my phone, that is rad.
Yep.
Does it still annoy you?
Less. That's because you also pay attention to it less now than you used to.
That's true. I was grinding in this game in the beginning, mm-hmm. which is funny because I was working way harder to make way less money. All right, players.
Yes, I work as an actor and a choreographer, and I am in residence with a theater company they are housed in the Players Theater in Greenwich Village. And so I don't do always the same job, and I don't always do every single show with them. But I do work for them somewhat consistently, and this, I believe, came from my last 2 paychecks for the Christmas show.
Your last one paycheck?
My last one paycheck.
Yeah, your last paycheck.
For the Christmas show. And so this is carryover from the work that I did in December, but I didn't get paid for it until the beginning of January. So that's what this is.
Yeah.
And so I get paid regularly enough that it's a permanent line item, but it won't be the same amount every month.
No, it's not consistent at all.
Yeah.
But it is, I would say, the most lucrative of all of our side hustles.
Yes.
That side hustle is how Shay paid for basically our entire wedding.
Yes.
So that one will pop up, not every single month, like you said, but most of them. So that'll be cool.
Yeah.
BMAC. Just kidding. That's Buy Me a Coffee. That is a little thing we have set up that if people enjoy our YouTube videos, they can leave. It's basically a tipping service for content creators. Oh, God, I hate saying that, but that's what it is.
Yes.
And then YouTube. Our YouTube channel got monetized in October, and we have been lucky that both November and December, and now it's looking like January, we've gotten a check from YouTube, which, as you can see, it's not an astronomical amount, but it is, dollars that we're putting towards these dang loans. Okay.
Yes.
And then one that is very not consistent and probably won't show up again
for quite some time.
Yeah. Back market. You are better at explaining what is back market.
Back market is a professionally handled secondhand technology website. And so they have this whole network basically of independent technology refurbishers where if you've got old technology that you think you can sell to be refurbished, you can sell it to these providers through back market, and they will pay you for the value of your old technology. So we sold Kaylee's Xbox because sorry, not Xbox, her PlayStation. We sold her PlayStation 4.
She always calls it an Xbox. I've never had an Xbox the entire time she's known me. That is such a mom thing.
I don't know. We sold her PS4 because I got her PS5 for Christmas. And then she also finally replaced her old laptop. And so we sold her old laptop and they paid us.
We got $157 all in, which honestly, my PlayStation 4 I'd had for 5 years.
Yeah.
And my laptop I literally had since I was still in college. So that one was like a 2016 model. So getting $157 for those things
was very good.
Felt awesome.
Yeah.
So jazzed, but we don't have any other technology to sell.
No.
Really.
Not at the Mo.
Not at the Mo. No plans to make any large technology purchases. We've replaced the things that needed replacing. And we're kind of good on that. So that one probably will not make another appearance.
Yes.
Is there anything else that will possibly make an appearance throughout the year?
If I get any other acting jobs outside of this theater company that I predominantly work with, that will be side hustle income. Mm-hmm. So it's like cabarets and one-off performances and choreography gigs and the intimacy director job that I'll probably be doing this summer. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All of those things.
I have, in a past life, prior to meeting Shay, I was a professional dog walker, and I do have the WAG app on my phone. And I've done it super sporadically. That's something I do from time to time. It's not super often. Mm-hmm. What else?
Usually anytime we get money as a gift.
Yeah, I would say anything as a gift, I'm gonna filter into this kind of category. I get a work bonus.
Yep.
That's not technically side hustling, but I think that's going to count in the grand scheme of this.
Yep. Birthday money.
Yep. We're not getting married this year. We got married last year. People gave us money for that.
Yep.
I'm just trying to think of any other ways that we bring income in the house. It's actually a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
Because we're little hustlers, okay?
One thing about Kaylee, I'm always
scheming. That's what Shay said. Shay's brother said the first time he met me. He said that he liked me because I was always scheming. I would say the Players is the closest. Is Shay's second job basically, and I am not allowed to get a second job.
No.
Even though I could do it, I could work at the ice cream.
No,
I'm not allowed. I think YouTube is kind of like my second job.
Yes.
In a past life, when I was really depressed, I had 3 or 4 jobs at the same time. And my family told Shay that it's because I was depressed. And now every time I say I want to get a second job, it should be a red flag. So no, I'm not allowed to get a second job. Even though I'm not depressed, I just want to pay off my student loans really fast.
Anyway, that's what we got going on for the side hustles. And we do split them up as you can see, it's not 100% of them going to the student loans.
So this is the total so far for the month. I think this will go up a little bit, but not a ton more. We're kind of rounding out what's going to happen for this month. I do set aside for those things that need to be taxed separately, like anything that we're going to file on our end of year taxes and then need to pay additional or make up a difference. I do set aside 25%. Some things you don't need to pay taxes on, we don't need to pay taxes on for whatever reason, the way that they're paid, what they are, whatever. So we have the amount we'll be setting aside to taxes. We've also decided that we want to be working on get a month ahead in YNAB. So we are setting aside 25% of what's left after taxes to those. So this will go there. And then the rest of it's going to the student loan.
Yes, so the vast majority.
But 50% or more, depending on what the item is going to the student loans. We're setting aside the amount for taxes just in case. I don't want to get hit with a tax bill that we're not prepared for. I don't think that's going to happen for 2024 taxes because we didn't start making any major additional income. Like YouTube wasn't monetized until the very end. And again, we both have W-2 jobs where we're paying into taxes and usually in a tax refund anyway. So I'm not super concerned about all that just yet. We'll see what 2025 looks like with all the extra income we're trying to bring in. We need to really account for that. And I'm being really careful to account for it because I don't like an unexpected bill. So that is what we have so far. I'm jazzed. I really do think this is possible. I know it looks a little crazy right now because January is kind of a slow month for us. Post holidays is sleepy. But like Shay's working on a show right now. She's going to get a check for. I'm going to keep grinding it. I don't think I'll ever match your side hustle income in a month. Well, in a month when you're working at the theater.
My side hustle income is,
it's just
my
income.
Second job.
So she'll beat me out for real, for sure. I want to track whose is whose.
That's my contribution.
Add a little like Kaylee and Shay tracker, and she's gonna whoop. Yeah, I'm feeling jazzed. This is a whole hell of a lot of money.
It is, but I think we can do it.
I think we can do it too.
I do. I might audition for another show at the theater.
We'll talk about it later. Thanks very much for watching. Please let us know if you have any questions down below. Let us know what your side hustles are. I'm super interested to know what everybody's doing for cash money. And we will see you for budgeting on Friday. That's it? Okay.